This is Valerie and Mitch with Backyard Montana, and in this video we are joined by our friends Ashley and Davis and spending 5 days in the Bob Marshall Wilderness, hiking to the Chinese Wall, trying to survive the bugs, making camp wherever we can, and enjoying a new to us wilderness area. So we drove about 3 hours through kind of a rainstorm to get to the trailhead and almost hit a lot of rabbits. We saw deer, we saw a skunk. So wildlife sightings are off to a good start. Can't wait to see what tomorrow brings. Good night. Good morning.
Try for time.
All right, grand total, I don't know, 42, I'm just gonna say. Dun 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 dun. Mitch's backpack is it's almost there. 45.1 pounds.
You feel a little better.
It's a lot heavier than...
And we're officially on the trail. Yay! Bob Marshall Wilderness! Woo!
The coolest experience.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty. Drove in the misty rain last night, and there's fresh snow up here. Really cool fog burning off this morning. We're at Headquarters Pass. You can see to the other side where we're going and where we came from. We're like down in there, but down into the valley we go.
Really specific, and I was like, I feel like that.
The amount of mud on this trail. We are slipping and sliding.
Oh my god. Doesn't taste good without the dirt.
Sweet and crunchy.
Found some strawberries. They're so cute. We can see the wall in this distant future. We'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, definite claws. And then there would be 3 lobes, but there's really only 2 lobes.
But I mean, dog versus wolf?
Just bigger.
Oh, just bigger.
Yeah.
Someone could have a
Hand comparison.
big hunting dog out here, maybe.
Another one right here.
And a black bear print. Most likely. Nice bridge. Gorgeous water. I want to be down there. At one point they had a airstrip in here, but realized it is wilderness and airstrip does not coincide with airstrip. So it's decommissioned. But you can see cabins. Another bear print. So close to camp. It's just across this little creek. We came from way in there. And now we're way out here. Took a while, but I think we found a good camp spot with a view. Well, dinner ended up being much better. We're on top of a nice little hill looking at the view. Mitchell, what did we do today?
We walked.
We walked?
Yeah, I think that's all I remember.
We went up to Headquarters Pass, and that was really cool. Yeah, way in there. And then we hiked on down to the other side, and it was very exposed. We saw some animal prints in the mud. Yeah, that was a long time through that like open kind of old burn area. We have to go back that way, so
With lighter packs.
we will have lighter packs. Our food bags are insane. Gosh. And we just had a dinner, so, and some food is still out that needs to be put away.
They should be 2 pounds lighter after a day. I don't think they are.
So it's 8 o'clock, and we are probably gonna brush teeth, pack up our dining area, and there's still a fair amount of daylight left, but we do have to hang our food, and finding a hangable tree. I'm looking at all the bugs and the backlighting. Oh my gosh, there's so many.
Quick before another one gets in your toothbrush.
Oh yeah, I had a bug get in my toothbrush. It's still daylight, but we are going to bed. So we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. So last night was interesting. As we were laying in bed, getting ready to sleep, I realized I didn't take any photos of our view, which is really nice on our first campsite. So I went out to take some photos and walked not super far, like 50 yards from camp, and was taking photos. And all of a sudden I heard like a "Arr," and it came from the direction of like where we had our dinner, which is like roughly there. And I ran back to camp, and everyone was like, what happened? And I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but then we heard it again. "Arr." And we would hear it every now and then from different directions. We got out, Mitch got out, I came out with my bear spray. We were just waiting in case it did come to camp, and we kept hearing like "Arr" from different spots in our view, but we couldn't see any bear. We never saw a bear. Yeah, we came to the conclusion it was frogs, because Mitch saw a really big frog earlier yesterday. Glad it was not a bear encounter at close range. That's all I can say. Somehow we did all get good sleep after that. So I think coming to the conclusion it was a frog helped a lot. So we are packing up. We did hear some wolves howling in the direction we came from, kind of down in this valley. And they were very far away, but we could hear them, so that was really cool. We'll see what we see and hear today. Day 2 of our 5-day trip. Yeah, so this is our campsite. And that is the direction we had our dinner, and we heard the first sounds from, and then we heard them down there. And we are ready to go. So this is the CDT through the Bob Marshall, and we're surprised that it's not the most well-trodden trail that we've seen. We were expecting it to be a lot wider, but I had us questioning how many people complete the CDT in a year. Maybe it's not as many as we think. I was so hopeful that we'd run into huckleberries, because I've been seeing people posting about huckleberries being in season, and this is definitely the bush. But they have a ways to go, unfortunately. I don't know, my last hope is that we find some in a very sunny, warm patch, and maybe they'll be farther along, but these ones have a while. Doing some water filtering at Miners Creek. Surprised to see a sign there. We were just saying how it's been interesting. We haven't really noticed any established campsites, but there was a really small one just before this. But not a ton of established campsites, so you gotta just find an area that's flat enough, open enough, and make do. While the huckleberries may not be in season, the grouseberries sure are. Just smelled these coming around a bend. Yum. It tastes kind of like a really small blueberry, a little tart. It's so tiny, but tasty. This is cool to see, this old log with all these little trees coming out of it. So we were considering doing the Moose Ridge Trail. We already decided no, but this is definitely a hard no now. And this is the Rock Creek Guard Station. Reading some good literature. In case you don't know how to poop in the woods, there are multiple options. What'd you find?
Well, you found it.
Yes. Some bear poop. We've come across quite a few of them. All right, folks. Mountain Man Mitch is switching to bright orange running shoes. I'll be curious how he feels about that, because I brought mine too. I'm just not trusting it yet. Well, hello, hello. We have found a couple of actually ripe huckleberries, early to bloom. I was hopeful for this on this trip. Finally at an intersection. I think this might be the intersection for My Lake or Larch Hill. I think this sign is a little outdated. Doesn't factor for inflation. Here's the intersection for Larch Hill and My Lake. So Larch Hill, My Lake. We're gonna go to My Lake. We're gonna go down to a lovely lake because we were just hiking in that burn area behind us and it was hot and a lot of up. So ready to hop in a nice cool lake and filter some water. We checked out the My Lake, but it is weedy, so we're gonna take a little bath here. So apparently we're at 12 miles at My Lake, and we're gonna go up to Larch Hill to camp. So that's a couple more miles or so. Should be a nice sunrise looking at the wall. We debated camping here, but after seeing it, I think we'd like to continue. So this is My Lake. As you can see, it's a little weedy around the edges. Oh, there's little ducks swimming away, sorry. But yeah, we just need to get up there. Up there's Larch Hill. Actually, that looks pretty perfectly named. So, Mitch says it's only 1.25 miles. We got this. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get up this hill.
Okay.
How you doing, Mitch?
Good. Hauling lots of water up this hill, though.
How many liters?
Like 4.5.
4.5 liters, because there's no water up here.
And there's no water tomorrow for 4 miles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can see the lake. But did want to show you a bear grass. Nice little fluffy flower. It has an odor. It's not my favorite, but it is very pretty, especially when there's a field of them. And the higher you go, the better the view. You can see a lot more unobstructed. More bear grass on our way up, leading the way. We can see a nice unobstructed view of the wall. Ah, it's so exciting. It's right there. So we were wondering where Ashley and Davis would stop, and if they saw the hill. We were also eyeballing, and we came across this, and so I plucked them up, and then there's another one there, and then there's one way up in there. So I think we are thinking the exact same thing, and I love it. So cute.
Kind of like, well, we're going up there anyway. We hope they're up there, and then we saw the pole.
Yay! It's so beautiful. Got our campsite set up and we've got a view of the wall. We'll head up a little higher to have some dinner and take in our views and hard-earned effort. Today was a rough day, but we made it. So glad to be here. This is a stopper view. So beautiful.
Hell of a hike for this view, 30 miles in.
It's right there. So there's a telephone wire that runs through the Bob Marshall Wilderness, and I'm not sure if this is related to it, but they did not remove it from this wilderness area because once something is a certain amount of years old, see, that was probably a post, but once something is a certain amount of years old, they consider it a artifact. So apparently there is a telephone wire system running all through the Bob Marshall Wilderness.
But you can't make a call.
Waiting for the sun to hit the Chinese wall. So Mitch discovered that he has service 30 miles into the Bob Marshall Wilderness. Why?
Must be that telephone line.
Oh yeah, the freaking artifact telephone line still has juice. Did a little morning sketch. I think we took full advantage of this spot. We enjoyed the view for dinner, sunrise, and breakfast. And we've got what we always think is 12 miles a day, ends up being at least 14, so we should get a move on. I love hiking through a larch forest. It's so pretty. Oh, that's a great view. Wow. Looking for animals. Alright, so we came from behind Mitchell. I'm not sure what that trail is called, but we're not going that way. We're going up this way. Pretty sure this is Larch Pass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Someone scratched it in. Alright. Do some wall hiking. Oh, they're up there. Haha. I'm getting a better view. Yeah. The view looking north and looking south.
All the way down.
Nice. All right, now we'll hike along the wall for first third of the day. Dr. Seuss flower. I don't even know if it's a flower.
Seed pod of.
Super cool to be at the very bottom of it, looking up at it. Got into a nice big old patch of bear grass. It's so lovely. Came from way in there, and now we're here. Interesting colored water in the rock, or colored rock. You playing in the bear grass?
I'm taking pictures.
It's gonna be real hard to peel off this trail and go back down the creek drainage. So we came from way in there.
Wow, it looks kind of far away. We walked all that. All around 2 feet.
So many wildflowers. Massive log. And this is wilderness, so they had to use hand, I can't even make my camera wide enough, but hand tools, no machines. That's a lot of work. Doing some water. About to head up to another little pass in the wall and then head out on Moose Creek Trail. Whoa. Oh, he's waving at you, I think. Last looks at the Chinese wall. Pretty great.
Oh, okay, we're gonna walk towards that.
We've apparently entered the butterfly garden to the Bob Marshall.
No, it's a spruce grass.
Hello, baby.
Hello, little buddy.
Where's your siblings? Alright, so we've been hiking out of Moose Creek for 6 or so miles, and it's a bit drier and more exposed than Rock Creek is what we came up, right, Mitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a drier, more exposed than Rock Creek. We were expecting a lot more shade, but there is more sun, so it's a pretty warm day. But we're getting to our next campsite. So something somewhat entertaining as I'm looking down and hiking is that all these imprints in the mud, it's literally only horse prints. We have yet to see any sort of like tread from a shoe. Just interesting.
Yeah. Don't hike this trail.
Setting up camp. Campsite 3 along Moose Creek. Dinner spot number 3. Creekside. Dinner! End of day 3. It was a hard day, but ended with a really nice dinner by the creek. And it turns out the frogs that sound like a groaning bear are also here. Good night. Good morning from day 4. Ready for coffee. So what do you think the animal is that we've been hearing? Sounds like a bear.
Oh, barred owl.
Gotta look that up when we get home. We were about to head out, and I realized I lost a sock between washing the sock and dinner and heading back to camp. And yay, look what I found. My wet, somewhat clean sock. So I'm very happy about that. Hello. We're coming your way. Nice lunch spot. Can see way back in there to the wall. Holy smokes, our little legs. Whole bunch of Indian paintbrush. switched to sneakers from boots. What are we, like a third of the way into here for the day?
We're probably close to halfway.
I'd hope so. Oh my god, the mosquitoes are horrendous. Sun River. Might dip feet, at least do some water. Doing some water at Sun River. Ashley's brick of cheese that she brought for this trip. Just nibbles on it. Marks out each day's rations with a fingernail. We decided to have lunch here because it's relatively bug-free and it's just nice. Fruit leather! What are you having, Mitch?
Meat leather.
Meat leather. Meat leather, fruit leather. First water crossing. Thankfully, hopefully the only one. Yeah, that was cold. Our feet hurt by the end. Completing the lollipop part of this trail. About to go back to the stick part. Snack break at the bridge, the horse bridge, where we dipped feet on the first day?
Yeah.
Yeah, first day. So we're getting close to ending this adventure. We're at our final camp spot for this trip. We are opting for a gravel bar. 10 miles home tomorrow.
I don't know.
10 miles to the truck, something around there.
Probably 9.
9 miles, but a lot of it's up and then a little bit down. So I guess we'll enjoy our last night in the Bob Marshall Wilderness. The final view. Nothing to revitalize sore feet and fatigue like a freezing cold creek to bathe in. It's cold, but it's worth it. Mitch found this little birdie nest. Looks like empty nest. Yeah, it looks empty. So cute. Just had dinner and we're hanging our food bag.
There we go.
Nice. Alright, it's the end of day 4 and we are in our last campsite. It's still light out, but we're gonna try and get some sleep, wake up early and get going at a good time so we can get home at a good time, because after we hike out of here it's about a 3-hour drive, 3.5-hour drive, I don't know.
We'll see if we can get out quicker than the drive will be home.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
4 days of 15-mile days.
4 days of 15-mile days. Man, my feet, my body. But it's been a really great trip. Really enjoyed ourselves. Saw a lot.
A lot of great campsites.
A lot of great campsites that we've had and dinner views, and enjoyed our first experience of the Bob Marshall Wilderness. Chinese Wall. Very cool.
No Mongolians.
No Mongolians at the Chinese Wall. Good night.
Good night.
Good morning.
Good morning.
5:30 in the morning. Our last sunrise here. Oh, it's a pretty one. The colors are prettier in person. A little bit of color that way. Will the sun hit the wall today? Maybe. It's a little cloudy.
I think this route into the wall is a pretty good route into the wall. It's like gives a nice perspective of it. Like as soon as you come up over the pass behind me, you can see the destination. And when you're on that, and at several points, you can see the destination and the where you came from. And now we're back at where we came from, essentially, Jeff. 5 miles up over the pass to go, but we can see, the wall again. And so it's like a nice of like, holy crap, we came from or went from there to there and back to there. And you can just see it multiple times throughout the trip, even though it's a multi-day trip and you're not necessarily getting to your destination till the end of day 2. It's just a good route.
So Mitch is not about taping things twice, and I'm sorry if you can hear that I am eating my Snickers bar as he's talking about this really inspiring vantage point or approach that we have taken. So
No reshoots.
the sun has finally hit the wall. Strawberry harvesting.
So like your greatest I think it was good old boy.
Definitely followed some mountain goats, or we're behind some mountain goats. Found some mountain goat fur, poop, tracks.
After that, Clone Wars was great.
The Front Range. Having our last snack, and when we got to this pass the other day, we could not see because it was cloudy, but we can see the wall again. Like, this is the final goodbye.
Oh wow, there they are.
We found you.
And the whole family. I think there's one behind that second. Yeah, I think there's 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's, I think, one walking right behind the rock. It's coming right at us. Another rock.
Almost there. We have reached the wilderness sign again. Had a pretty great trip. We made it! The final steps to the trailhead. Alright, we've had some snacks, electrolytes. That was our trip! Yay! Hey, Boo-Boo. There's my fuzzy. Hello. If you like this video, check out our YouTube channel, Backyard Montana, and hit subscribe so you can see more of our adventures of exploring Montana and beyond.